to make human understand that everything is connected with another, with each other and everything around.
Ah, very good. So, your message is to make sure that the earthlings are getting the message of the universal law, and this is what the Ninth Collective's mission is here in this moment. And when we decided to go into this session, you were going under for Hank, for myself. What is Hank's association with this place?
You're a part of the council that gave us this mission.
I am on the council that gave you the mission. And so you and I are associated with this council together?
Yes, sure.
In what capacity are you say I'm on the council? Are you on the council or?
Yes, we are on the several council.
Ah, very, very good. And so it was meant for us to come together in this way, because as soon as we met, there seemed to have been a connection, especially with you living in Sweden and me living in Texas, and we found each other.
Yes, it is all meant to be.
A part of our mission, then.
Nothing happens by. It's all meant to be.
Now, this Ninth Collective Energy Council, how many members are on this council? Is it the council of 11 that I've been told about before, or a council of 9?
Both the 9 and 11.
Very good. And is there a manifestation of me there?
Yes, you can. You are here also.
Oh, very good. Could you ask that would be my higher self, of course. Could you ask my higher self to come forward, or could you send out a telepathic message to have my higher self come forward then, please?
They're already here. They know that you wanted them to come.
Oh,
they are here.
They're here. Very good. We decided to do this session together today so I could bring them forward and ask some questions about our mission here on the planet, which is why I asked you if I were the priestess, because I was told that I was a priestess before. There in that collective, am I male or female, or is there more than one that would represent myself there? I'm sorry, there was a little bit of interruption there. Could you repeat that, please?
You are the energy of 2 females, but you are all connected together with everyone else. As we all are.
So as I manifest there, I'm the energy of 2 females?
Yes.
That's very interesting. How does that happen? If they could, please.
The way it is, it's different aspects of you. It's just part of me.
Understood. Understood. And this mission, how long, I know we're asking linear questions, but do they foresee, are they familiar with how we experience, how our physical bodies experience physicality on the earth? Are they familiar with our time frame and how, with that, are we sending them back enough information to understand?
Yes, we understand your way of thinking and acting.
Ah, very good. So, so in a sense, we're bilocating. Well, we know we are multidimensional, of course, yes?
Yes.
And they have sent in aspects of myself and you in the body of Lars and myself in the body of Hank to, is this our connection, or are they here in this galaxy as well, in our solar system as well, on those ships, monitoring and communicating with us?
As you know, we are in all places at the same time.
Yes.
And where you set your mind to be, that is where you will be. You're creating this for yourself. If you're thinking of being somewhere, you always set the boundaries around yourself what makes sense. It's like you have to put up walls, not to protect, but just to see yourself in perspective to everyone else.
Excellent. Understood. So, both myself and Lars, we have had neurological tingling in our body. And we would like to ask, like even right now as we speak, and especially in my right arm, I feel this tingling going through me. Could they explain that to me? I'm not sure if it's neurological damage or if it's the high vibration of my body transforming through this ascension process. Could they elaborate for me, please? And I'm sure it would help a lot of people who may be experiencing the same.
We would like you to understand that when we communicate with each other on different levels, as you will put it, then we vibrate different frequencies, and some frequencies the body is not the best tool to include all this energy, because you're putting all this energy into a very small vessel on Earth, as you call it, bodies. But you're also much, much, much bigger. And Hank, this feeling you have is a little bit both. It's physical in that way that it can be harmful for you to do
So so would you say the high vibration, is it damaging? You say is it doing damage to my body?
If you are very static, when you feel this, like sitting and writing for hours, or you need to loosen up. You know, you have this boundary that your body puts up. It's hard to expand that because it's not only hard, it's impossible. And there is so much going on around you, and several others, many others on Gaia. And this, as you say, transcending to high vibration is affecting your body, but it's not harmful and it can be, but is affecting the body.
Is there any way, so do they, would they suggest you say that I become more active and not sit around writing so much? Or teaching?
You can write, but after a session with writing, you have to heal yourself, because there's a lot of energy going through you when you write. A lot of messaging, a lot of love, a lot of energy, a lot of frequencies is going through you when you write. So you need to take time to take care of the body after, if you have been writing or if you have been driving, and the static in your body, you have to afterward, can I say, loosen up. Heal yourself. Heal your body. Do you understand what we try to say?
I need to be more active physically. Will that help?
After every time you've been static, you have to be active. Yeah.
Understood. Is it a good thing that I bought this Bowflex? The exercise machine.
Yes. It's work good for you also. But also just shake your arms, shake your legs, and relax your muscles.
Very good. And would you recommend that Lars do the same thing when he's being affected in that way?
Yes, he has been the subject for very much information the last year. A lot of information brought in that he's now starting to share, and that's why you are connected, because you're learning together and you're sharing experience to get the message out but you do it in different ways.
Understood.
You do it in session, in lessons, and in writing. Lars does it more verbally and also in writing.
We were wondering, in this shift or this ascension process that the earth is going through now, and with all of these high vibrational collectives coming together to assist us, will we in our physical body be able to make this shift to, what the word on the, what everyone is calling it, is to a higher density or a higher dimension? Will we shift in these bodies with these bodies, or will we have to eventually let the bodies die and we be able to ascend as after we pass or finish with our physical incarnation?
Now you can choose if you have your body on this planet and want to stay in that state. But the high frequency, the less purpose has your body. But you can choose to still be in your body. And it's already going on.
They call our physical incarnation going through this process an experiment. And is the outcome of the experiment for us to make a total shift into this higher frequency with our physical body, thus transforming our body to something lighter and more energetically stable to maintain in these higher vibrations?
Some of you can, but some will choose not to. And you that decided that you want to go into a high vibration will also have the ability to manipulate your DNA. Manipulate is not the right. You have the ability to make whatever you want with your bodies.
Will we be able to, I'm sorry.
Give me your question.
Will we be able to manipulate our DNA in such a way in these physical bodies? What type of abilities will that enable us to?
To expand. To choose to expand. You will be taller, you will be bigger.
And these physical bodies that we're housed in now as Hank and as Lars, if we just chose to stay, do we have what it takes to be able to make it through to the end or through this process?
There is no end.
Well, we know there's no end, but we know we can choose to stay and continue on in these physical bodies, or we may choose to move on, move forward. I'm speaking about the experiment in term. We've been told over and over that the process that we're doing on the earth in these physical bodies as we go through these higher vibrational areas in our solar system is an experiment to see if the physical body can transform as opposed to having to die to transform.
That's not exactly the way it works. You are going through, you have self-given you this mission. It's no experiment put on you from outside.
Very good.
Experience you want to
Very good. And so when you say soon, we hear of this thing they're calling the event, the great event. If you could elaborate on this event, and does it have anything to do with what you say we will experience soon, please?
You so often like to talk linear time, but we can say this, that this started several years ago, especially for you, Hank. Someone decided not to be part of that from the beginning, but you did. And you will be here for a long time, linearly, and you will soon, as in linear time, a year, perhaps, be able to see this from a different angle.
And will it be where I may be able to see it from a particular perspective, but it'll be different for others then as well?
Yes, it will be different. But you will see what you need to see, and you also will be connected more deeply with your higher self, with the love in universe, the only energy that really exists is love.
Understood. I speak linearly because, of course, I'm in a linear body, and then we always post these, as you know, onto what we call our internet, and others are listening, and not everyone, of course, is in the same place of understanding or knowing. And so I may ask questions in a particular way, not just so much for myself, but as for everyone else listening. But I know it's all individual, so that makes a huge difference. Would you say that's correct?
We gave you this possibility to share this in an instant because it's important for this change going on. And you have always been able to say yes or no. And these people come on upon your work, so to say. Some of them is capable of understand what is about, and some will not, because they've chosen not to understand.
That's understood.
But you are great at make sense in this transformation. People that are not in your frequency. So you're helping them in many different ways.
Very good. Very, very good. So, now when it comes to the understanding in terms of the language used, we hear the word experiment, a grand experiment. We hear of other dimensional races, such as the Ninth Collective that we're speaking with now. Here in our solar system, supporting this process that's very important that we're going through. And the Ninth Collective Council, we hear of why do they call, why not the Ninth Collective, but why are others calling what's going on in the solar system an experiment in this universe? Why do they put it that way? Is that disinformation? And this is not just for me, but for those who are listening in.
If you use the word experiment, it's also saying at the same time that this is a setup from somewhere else than yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Someone making an experiment, but this is all meant to be natural. It's what's going on all over the universe, different levels.
So when they use the word experiment, is that just their level of understanding?
Sure. But it's also, if they are not living up to what they self decided to do, can blame it on someone else.
Wow, very good. Understood. Understood. And so, when you hear of a group such as the Sphere Being Alliance, that's not what they call themselves, but they said there is a higher density collective of spheres or orbs that have come into our solar system that are supporting the planet. Is this a part of the Ninth Collective that we're speaking to, that we're connecting with right now in this session?
Yes, but it's very different kind of energy coming through that for you can, if you, I will try to put this in words easy to understand.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.